Okay, welcome to morning sadhana. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat. Perhaps you're seated on a cushion or on your mat, whatever works for you. And just allow yourself to arrive in this moment. Maybe closing the eyes softly, or find that gaze toward the belly. And slowly begin to let your breath become audible, feeling the inhale and the exhale. And really begin to notice where you feel it in your body. What is your experience of your breathing here and now? Can you feel the rise in the belly and the chest? Can you hear your breath? Just noticing and taking it all in as we arrive to our body and to our practice this morning. Just a few more centering and grounding breaths here. Perhaps straightening the spine as the crown of the head reaches toward the sky and the sit bones ground into the earth. And perhaps the shoulders soften down the back body. Maybe the heart naturally opens here. And when you're ready, let the hands float to the heart center, elbows to the side, this gentle pressure with the palms pressing against each other and the thumbs right at the heart center. We'll open our practice this morning with the Adi mantra, Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. In Kundalini Yoga, we chant this 3 times. This is the calling in of our inner guru, the teacher, the wisdom that lies in each and every one of us. So you're welcome to join me in the chant or just receive the vibration. And when we're ready, we'll begin. Inhale. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Last time. Inhale. Ong Namo Gurudev Namo. Inhale. Hold that breath in. Press the palms together. Feel the thumbs right in the heart space. Holding that precious breath, moving it up the spine from the tailbone all the way up to the crown of the head. And slowly exhale, letting your hands fall in your lap. Gyan Mudra, forefinger and thumb touching. And let yourself breathe here. So the Adi mantra is a way to start the class, this deeper connection to that knowledge, that divinity that resides in each and every one of us. You don't have to say it or sound perfectly. It's not about that. It's really about creating a vibration within yourself. So our breath work today is segmented breathing. And so the breath is 4 sniffs in through the nose, a hold at the top for as long as feels right in your body, and 1 long exhale out the nose and a hold at the bottom. So it will sound or feel like this. And the eyes are closed, looking up at the third eye, or that soft gaze towards the tip of your nose. So it's a holding after your 4 sniffs, maybe bringing the belly button in and up. And when you can't hold any longer, you exhale out the nose until you're empty. Hold at the bottom, and then you begin again. So finding your rhythm, perhaps counting as you're breathing. Maybe the 4 count is used in all phases. That's up to you. Just allowing yourself to settle into the breath. So this segmented breath that we are practicing today, it's intended to open our intuition and our sensitivity. The act of breaking the breath into a series of sniffs stimulates our endocrine and hormonal systems. So we're bringing that balance. We clear the mind and create vitality in our nervous system. Staying with the breath. 4 sniffs in, 1 hold at the top, long exhale out the nose, and a hold at the bottom. And if the mind wanders, just gently bring it back to the breath, knowing that you can always start again. And as we move into the last 2 minutes of this breath work, perhaps lengthening, holding the inhale at the top a little bit longer, letting the exhale be a little bit slower, and staying empty a little bit longer at the bottom. Last 30 seconds here. And wherever you are, finish up this round. And after that end of the hold on the exhale, just allow yourself to return to your normal breath. And take a few moments here to really feel what it is like to breathe now. Letting the breath arise naturally on the inhale. And just a nice softening and letting go on the exhale. No need to control it, but just watch. When you're ready, allow the eyes to gently open. Coming off of anything you're seated on, let's make our way to our hands and knees. Stretching out anything you need to, maybe stretching out the legs. We're going to move towards our warm-ups before we begin our Kriya today. So our first warm-up is cat-cow. Hands are underneath the shoulders. Knees are right underneath the hips. We inhale, drop the belly, crown of the head and tailbone rise, pressing hands and feet in. Exhale takes you into a nice cat stretch, tucking the chin, tucking the tailbone. Move through this, inhaling up, exhaling down. Feet could also be turned under, the toes pressing in if that feels better, if you need a stretch in your feet. Just allow your body to intuitively move the way it feels like it's called in this moment. And letting the breath be your guide here. So you move to the rhythm of your breath. Perhaps you're in a nice, slow, feeling every vertebrae mood right now. Or perhaps you're a little more energized and you're moving a little bit quicker. It's entirely up to you. You design the pace of your practice. And everything I offer in any of my classes are always a guide or a suggestion. And you're welcome to modify or do something completely different. So I'll offer suggestions for different variations of poses, but some don't necessarily have them, so you can choose to do something else or simply breathe, which is yoga. Yoga is the union of breath and awareness and perhaps movement, but not always. It's about setting an intention for yourself and for your practice. And coming home to your body and to your breath. Just a few more in cat-cow here, perhaps picking up the pace if that feels good to you. Good. And next time you're in cow, pause, drop the belly, press the hands, press the feet, let the crown of the head and the tailbone reach toward the ceiling. And then slowly press in, pull that belly button all the way back to the spine. Find the arch in the back, tuck the chin, tuck the tailbone, feel the heart coming through the shoulders, and then press into the hands as the hips slide back to the heels. And then you let your forehead come to the floor as the arms extend out. Find a child's pose, extended child's pose here. Long, deep breathing through the back body. If the forehead doesn't come to the floor, you can always put it on a block or even bring your fists underneath so that you find that connection. The third eye, the sixth chakra, the point of intuition, connecting to something. Good. One more breath here. And when you're ready, press yourself back up to your table. And we're going to come to our feet. Let's find a way to stand. Shake out anything that needs to shake out. We're going to do some forward bends. So for some of us, we feel warmed up and we're ready to do this. For others, this might feel like a reach. So the way it is designed is we're reaching our arms up. Our biceps are by our ears as we inhale, and we exhale, fold, coming all the way down. So if that works for you, great. Go ahead and do that. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If that doesn't feel right for you, hands can stay by your sides, coming down, and then unwinding, coming up, maybe bringing your hands up and down to your heart. Just feel what's best in your body. Sometimes having the hands coming forward is too much on our back. So go ahead and keep moving. Just allowing the back to warm up, maybe feeling a nice stretch down the backs of the legs. We're opening up our energy channels. This is a nice back body opening. Getting all the organs awake as we bend that middle body. And giving our head a little rest at the bottom. You're welcome to pause at the top or the bottom. We're going to do a few more here. And the next time you find yourself at the bottom, pause. Tuck the chin, let the crown of the head reach towards the floor, arms dangle or ragdoll. If you can connect your belly button to thigh or your belly to your thighs, go ahead and do that. Maybe you need to bend your knees. If you find yourself looking forward, tuck the chin and bring the crown of the head reaching towards the floor. If your knees are bent, you're welcome to straighten them if you'd like, getting that added stretch, but that might not be what's right for you right now. So listening to the body, maybe taking some open mouth exhales. You can shake your head no and shake your head yes. Really allow the shoulders to be heavy wherever you are. Take one more inhale. Big open mouth exhale. And press into unwind. Coming up one vertebrae at a time. Let your hands come out by your side. Inhale, reach up. Find a big stretch up, maybe a back bend. And exhale the hands right to your heart center. Good. Shake it out. Okay, last warm up before we get into our kriya. So we are going to do frogs, my favorite. So a couple options. The traditional frog in Kundalini, you start with your heels together, bending the knees out like a frog. Hands come to the floor. You inhale up, crown of the head comes down, and you exhale down. If that's not right for your body, you can do a standing cat-cow coming up and down, or you could do squats, which I find harder than frogs, but whatever you'd like to do, go ahead and find your version now. We're just going to do it for a period of time. They're a great overall body stretch. And you can do them slow or you can do them quickly. That's up to you, depending on what you need in your body. But if you have a personal practice and you're not able to do a full class, doing a few frogs, a few cat-cows, and maybe a little breath work and spinal flex, that will be enough to get you through your day. You could do it in 10 or 15 minutes. A little quick practice. We're going to do a few more frogs, so stay with it. I say 108 of these a day will keep you healthy. I had my Kundalini teacher that I go to most mornings for my sadhana practice, and she had someone who came. She was 88 years old, and she did 108 frogs every day up until she passed, which was last year. Pretty impressive. All right, two more wherever you are. And let yourself hang. Feel that energy. Now to come down, we're going to keep our head down and then just bend one knee and the other and come back to your seat. We are doing the Spinal Energy Series for our Kriya today. This is a fundamental Kundalini set or Kriya. So come on to whatever's comfortable. I prefer to sit on a cushion so my hips are raised whenever I'm doing any seated postures. Hands are going to come right onto your ankles or your shins. And you inhale forward, leading with the heart space. Exhale back. Head stays centered in between the shoulders. And you find your breath, your rhythm. Eyes here are closed, looking up at the third eye, or that gaze towards the belly. So most postures in Kundalini Yoga, the default eye mudra is eyes closed with that looking up towards the third eye. So we're trying to activate our intuition, but sometimes it calls for something else. So we will instruct that. But if eyes closed doesn't work for you for many reasons, sometimes for balance, sometimes for comfort, then just a soft gaze so that you're going inward is the goal. You're cutting off the distractions from the outer world. Find your rhythm here, letting the body move with the breath. You may feel the effects of the frogs. The lovely thing about those is they give you a little cardiovascular workout as well. So in Kundalini Yoga, they say that our age is measured by the flexibility of our spine. And so to stay youthful and young, we must stay flexible, which I think is a great metaphor for life, not just physically flexible, but flexible in our mind. But this series, we are working on physical flexibility. So we're working from the base of the spine all the way up, opening the vertebrae, opening the ribs. So it's a beautiful practice to bring any and all of these postures into a daily practice. Spinal flex is a core Kundalini posture. We'll do a few more in the seated easy pose. And the next set we're doing, or the next exercise, is spinal flex in rock pose. For some of us, that's a challenging pose to sit in. So if it doesn't work for you, you're going to just keep going here. And if you'd like to do rock pose, you're going to come on to your sitting on your heels. You can do it this way, or you can bring your cushion or a block right in between your heels and your bum. Give you a little bit of lift. Sometimes that helps, and keep moving. If you can keep that chin tucked, that's beautiful. It keeps the back of the neck and the spine straight. And we're just breathing, really letting the spine undulate here. And while these classes that I'm recording for us are not to music, you're always welcome to have your own music. Any playlist, whether it be instrumental or perhaps some chanting. And chanting is a beautiful way to help us stay connected in the moment. Just a few more spinal flex here. And the next posture we're doing is the torso twist. You're welcome to stay in rock pose or come back to easy pose if you're not there. Hands come to the shoulders, fingers in front, thumbs behind. Inhale left, exhale right. So your breath in and out through the nose. And you can mentally chant or say to yourself, Sat Nam, Sat Nam. Sat on the left, Nam on the right. Sat Nam, Sat Nam. We often end our class with a Sat Nam, which means truth is my identity. We're actually going to do the Sat Kriya, which we will be chanting Sat Nam a little bit later. So stay with it. If you're just using your breath, you may approach a breath of fire. A forceful breath in and out your nose. Or your long, deep breathing. If at any point the breath work is called for a breath of fire or something else and that doesn't work for you, you just default to the long, deep breathing. Just a few more here. And inhale, center, pause. Engage the pelvic floor, lifting it up, belly button to spine. We call that root lock or mula bandha. Moving the energy from the base of the spine all the way up to the crown of the head. Imagine it moving in a counterclockwise position, a counterclockwise motion up the spine. And when you're ready, allow yourself to exhale, soften the shoulders, bring the hands back to your lap, forefinger and thumb touching. Long, deep breathing here, allowing the effects of those three postures to integrate before we move forward. The pause in between the postures is just as powerful as the postures themselves. One more inhale. One more exhale. If you're still in rock pose, go ahead and come back to easy pose. We're doing our bear grip. So the left hand is in front with the palm facing the heart. The right hand is behind with the palm facing out. Fingertips grab each other, bring the thumbs down. Hands are right at the heart center. And we begin to seesaw back and forth, up and down. Moving quickly if that works for you, but keep pulling the hands apart. So there's that pressure that you're putting on your hands as you seesaw back and forth. This is a beautiful posture to wake up the heart and lung meridians, gallbladder and spleen, all in our armpits, underneath the side of our arms, getting those lymph nodes and immune system going just a little bit longer. Good. Inhale and pull as hard as you can. Hold the breath in. Belly button in, pelvic floor lifting for root lock. Pull, pull, pull. Holding the breath. Exhale, release. Let the hands down in your lap. Gyan Mudra, forefinger and thumb touching. Take a few long, deep breaths here. We're just going to turn our hands onto our knees, straighten our arms, inhale forward, exhale back. Spinal flex once again. We're getting into a different part of the spine now, much more in the upper back. Keeping the arms straight. Sometimes they call this camel ride. So you're moving up and down. Long, deep breathing. Or breathing with the rhythm of your movements. You decide. Just a few more here. And the next time you inhale forward, pause and hold, engage the root lock, moving the energy. We're awakening the Kundalini energy that sits at the base of the spine. It's traveling and flowing to all the energy centers, the nerves, waking up the blood, energizing and enlivening, and exhale. Pause for a moment. The next posture is shoulder shrugs. Your hands can stay right on your knees as you inhale up, exhale down. If you have a shoulder injury or this is too much for you, you're just going to roll the shoulders. So you decide which is best. If you're doing the shrugs, pull them up tight to the ears and just let them drop, helping release the tension that so many of us store in our neck and shoulders. It's like we're carrying a backpack with so much in it. Weights of thoughts, of stress and worry, ruminating about the past or anticipating and having anxiety about the future. Can you just let them go now? Imagine removing brick by brick, emptying that backpack. If you're rolling the shoulders, go ahead and roll them in the opposite direction. Just a few more here. And whether you're rolling or shrugging, I want you to inhale, squeeze it all up. Make it tight, make your whole body tight. Put your body under pressure. We lock it up so that we can unlock the blocks. And slowly let it go. Just feel. Find Gyan Mudra, forefinger and thumb touching. Just feel the negativity and the stress melting away. Right back into the earth. Clearing your energy lines and centers. Then we're going to inhale. Exhale, let the chin come down to the chest. Turn your hands onto the palms. Let the right ear fall to the right shoulder. Head falls back in heavy. Left ear to left shoulder and chin to chest. Neck rolls here. If the full circle is too much for your neck today, then you just do a side to side, making a smile from shoulder to shoulder with the chin. And perhaps you move with an inhale forward and an exhale back. Or maybe you have a full breath, inhaling completely one rotation and exhaling the next rotation. When you find your chin at the center again, pause. Let it be heavy. Let those shoulders soften down and away from the ears. Inhale. Exhale, left ear to left shoulder. Head behind. Right ear to right shoulder. And chin to chest. Keep it going. Letting the rhythm of your breath guide you. And when you find your chin at your chest, once again, pause. Breathe in and out. Inhale, bring your head back to center. Let's take our hands back in the bear grip, left palm facing heart, right palm facing out. Pull the hands together. We are not going to move the arms. We are going to do the breath work here. So by pulling the hands, pulling the fingers, inhale, pull, 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 and hold. One big exhale out the mouth. Keep the posture. You can relax the pull. Inhale, pull and hold. Exhale. Relax the pull, keep the posture. One more time here. Inhale. Pull and hold. Squeeze the belly button to the spine, lifting the pelvic floor. Move all that energy up. Anything left from the bottom of the spine, we're moving it up and up and up. Pull, pull, pull. Exhale. All right, bring the hands overhead. Keep the grip. Halo, but you're pulling the hands apart as you inhale, really moving now through each and every chakra. Hold and pull. Pull, pull, pull. Exhale, keep the grip. Release the pull. Inhale, that breath is moving. It is circling every chakra all the way up to the 8th chakra, which is our aura. Hold and pull. Last time. Pull with all your might, holding the breath. A little longer. Pull. Exhale, release. Let the hands come down by your side, combing the aura. And let the palms rest facing upward. Gyan Mudra, forefinger and thumb touching. Inhale. Exhale. Last active posture is Sat Kriya. It calls for us to be in rock pose on our heels. Arms are extended up in steeple grip. The forefingers or index fingers are reaching up. We have our biceps by our ears, and we're going to chant Sat Nam, Sat Nam. And on the Sat, you pull your belly button in, and on the Nam, you let it go. And so when you're ready, let's go. Sat Nam, 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 Sat Nam set. 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 Nam. Inhale. Hold the breath. Now move it all up the spine, counterclockwise, circling, energizing each and every chakra. And exhale, release, calming the aura, letting it all go. All that awakening energy, bringing your hands back to your lap, Gyan Mudra. When you're ready, make your way to your back body or stay in a meditative seated posture. This is your time for integration, shavasana, or relaxation, allowing all of this breath work, all of this movement to settle in the body, in each and every cell, creating this deep shift. The awakening of the Kundalini energy, allowing it to go where your body needs it to travel. Allowing the breath to soften, feeling your body fully held by the earth in whatever posture you choose. And allow yourself this deep, deep rest. Yoga doing you. Let postures flow, movement as natural as moonrise, being without doing. Go right to the edge, to the spark within each breath, and inquire into the awareness that underlies the stretch. Release the small me clamoring to be seen, and experience the emptiness beneath, the boundaryless expanse of freedom. This leap outside of fixed identity, this free fall into truth, is very simply yoga doing you by Dana Folds. You're welcome to stay in your rest as long as you'd like, or you're welcome to join me in your own way and time. back in a seated posture, just allowing yourself to reawaken and reconnect with your breath and with movement. Eventually, letting the body find its way back to your comfortable seat as your hands come together in Anjali Mudra, prayer pose. Feel the thumbs connected to the sternum, the heart center, the heart chakra. Breathe in deeply and let it go. Connecting to that true essence, who you really are, not what you do, not what you look like, but who you are right there in that space. Breathe it in, trust it, and know it, and breathe it out. We'll end our practice together with the sound of one Sat Nam. You're welcome to join or just receive this healing mantra. Truth is my identity. Inhale. Sa Nam. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for sharing your energy, your essence, and for showing up. Satnam. And I'll see you next time.